Greetings and welcome to another video. Today we got the patch notes of patch 6.08, which I want to highlight here a bit because these are basically job changes, but also some Oceanic data center announcements. So yeah, let's walk through them piece by piece and see what has changed for some jobs and yeah, what actually fits to the expectations or assumptions we made in the interview from YoshiP that we saw and that we talked about. And if my personal ideas about these jobs are proving right, that's very interesting to see. So let's go through them. Of course, Gizmo's here as well. He wants to read the patch notes as well. Alright, so yeah, we got the Paladin first. Yeah, it's always on these OGCD skills that are not frequently used. Potency buffs don't affect balancing very heavily. Yeah, it's not too bad, because Paladin is not bad because of all the defensive stuff happening, because of the utility, which is great. Every little bit of boost to the damage is absolutely appreciated. But yeah, here are the big things. Blade of Fate. It's all the blades. Oh man, nice. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's really cool. And in all honesty, I don't know if that makes so much up for the potency, because you really only use these once per minute, I guess. Yeah, not very frequently. But on the other hand, these are significant changes. Like, look at how much we get here, how much potency we get. And yeah, like I said, the biggest thing for me here is that it might feel way more impactful. And I heard about some openers that use the fight or flight before pulling, and this might be useful for those people that are opting for very high numbers on the Paladin, where actually balancing is maybe where it actually matters for high-end optimization, because otherwise, every job can clear every content. Okay, Marauder Warrior Tomahawk has been increased. What? Tomahawk? I don't know. How often do you use Tomahawk? But yeah, okay, 50%. It's okay, I guess. It's kind of fine. Monk is being buffed. Wait, Phantom Rush potency has been increased from 1,000 to 115% for the Monk. I mean, yeah, I don't know if Monk needs a buff here. I really don't see that's a good idea, but yeah, maybe Square is thinking in other ways, and yeah, okay, why not? It's time to shine for the monks this time, and I'm glad to see that actually. Okay, so we get the jobs here that we're a bit concerned about, which is, oh man. Dragoon range has extended for Dragon Sight from 12 yams to 30 yams. Target party member is no longer required to remain. No, that's amazing. Target party member is no longer required to remain within 12 yams in order to receive the effects to left eye. Oh man, that's amazing actually. So that means, you don't have the tether anymore. Channeling animation between the Dragoon and their target has been removed. Oh man, okay. It doesn't fix the problem with the delay of the button or the delay to press here. Or it actually maybe does. I don't know. Maybe the animation of the tether was the problem that caused the animation delay or the delay to the effect to use. So yeah, I don't know. Potency has been increased for Raiden's thrust from 260 to 280. You use Raiden thrust quite frequently. That's not too bad. And Stardiver potency has been increased from 500 to 620, which that's amazing, because that was my biggest issue for the Dragoon. You never had this big impact moment in your rotation, and I guess now Stardiver is actually. Heaven's Thrust combo potency has been increased from 430 to 480. Chaotic Spring also 20 potency on top of it. Okay, these are fair changes. I'm not completely sure how much these affect the overall placement of the Dragoon on the meta, but that's really definitely a good way into the right direction, and especially on Dragon Sight, that's amazing. That's really cool. So every time you have mechanics where people need to split up the group or need to divide to further distances, that's really cool. That really makes everything less clunky now, and Dragoon much more a valuable option to also tether to the, or not tether actually, to the casters there. That's really cool. I like that. Okay, so Rogue Ninja. Yeah, here we go. These are okay, these seem to be more frequent and more effective changes because of base abilities being affected here. Spinning Edge, Gust Slash, Aeolian Edge, these are used very, very often, basically all the time, and Armor Crush as well. So yeah, you can see more DPS, a constant higher potency now, and literally, yeah, every second GCD maybe, or every third GCD. So that's really a good thing. And Yosho Run here is also increased from 1,200 to 1,300, which, yeah, I like when the highlights are being pushed, because that's where your rotation really shines and you really get this big explosion, big highlight and climax to your rotation. That's really cool. I like that. Samurai. Potency has been increased from 150 to 180. Hakase, that's your base attack, so that's definitely a big boost here. Jinpu, also the base combo attack, 30 potency more. Shifu, also 30 potency more. Ogi Namikiri, potency has been increased to 800 to 900. And Keshi Namikiri, oh man, okay, that's really a buff. That's really a big buff, I guess. Because these are the base attacks, and these are also the highlight attacks. So I guess, yeah, Samurai could retain the first spot now. I am not completely sure about that, because they also buffed the monk here. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, here, look at that. Okay. Go for it, boy. Drill potency has been increased from 500. Drill, air anchor, yeah, you don't use these frequently, right? I don't know. That might be a small change to the burst window, and small, yeah, of course, because you reassemble them all the time, or every time you use reassemble, you use this in combination with drill and air anchor. It might be a stronger buff than you can see on paper right now, but I really think that Machinist might still have to be adjusted for the next patch, for the 6.1 patch or something like that. Yeah, Dancer. Potency has been increased. Okay, that's Fountain, Cascade, Reverse Cascade, Fountain Fall. That's basically all your GCDs, right? That's literally all your GCDs, and they all get 40 potency. Not that it wasn't needed. That's the thing here, because Dancer was really falling behind. Look at that. Dancer is really the low edge here, the really low edge. Like, these are kind of misleading sometimes, because if you look at that, this is just 90%. And this is 104%. So there's actually a difference between the highest parsing Dancer to the highest parsing Monk of 15%. That sounds a lot, but I think in game it actually isn't that much. And that's basically the highest of them. So super optimized, super non-realistic scenario. I guess the real difference between these two jobs is not that significant. But yeah. I like to see these changes, because they are basically, overall, I guess these could be the strongest changes for all jobs, and they are needed the most. So I guess it's fine. Machinist kind of is falling behind a bit, but I can't tell you if that makes a big difference in-game, because of reassemble being a thing and always being used with drill and air anchored. So the small potency boost is actually highlighted and increased significantly by this combination. Yeah, technical finish is also increased to 1,200, which is not too bad. Yeah, but I think these are the big changes here, because that's basically all your GCDs that you use, which are way stronger now. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Black Mage, here we go. Fire 3. Is it still much damage here? I think that's basically a transition attack. So more utility than damage. But yeah, okay, baseline. You use them quite frequently. Wow, 10 potency. I'm not sure if that's much here. Of course, you use Fire 4 very frequently, very often, and Blizzard 4, I guess the new thing for the rotation for the Black Mage. I haven't played the Black Mage on 90 yet, but I guess that's the counterpart to Fire 4 and the Ice part, when you got the Umbral Ice stacks and want to apply your buffs here and also deal some damage. But 10 potency doesn't feel like really much. I don't know. Maybe still, yeah, you Black Mage players love to see that, because it's better than nothing, of course, and yeah, you use these quite very frequently. Xenoglossy potency has been increased by 100, so that's quite a lot, because these sound way less than these potencies here, for example. But damage on the Black Mage is amplified very significantly compared to just seeing the raw potency. As you could see from Fire 4, this potency is not big, but these Fire 4s do hit very heavily. Much more than just a 300 potency does on the Dancer, for example, because of overall Umbral Ice and Astral Fire stuff works together with these spells. But I think they could increase it a slight bit more, like just 10 might not be very significant, but I don't know. We have to test it out. Okay, Summoner's getting pushed here, man. Okay. Of course, I think that's fine. We're still talking about something which is perfectly fine here. The Red Mage is still on paper an advantage. Yeah, but look at the highest numbers. That does look like much, but it's just 2%. 2%, which is basically nothing. 2% is a margin of error. So, yeah, that might actually help the Summoner to get to the same spot as the Red Mage does, because Fountain of Fire is being pushed again, not as significant as last time, but we also get some potency on Ruby Rite and Astral Impulse, so Bahamut gets slightly stronger on each of the GCD you use inside of your Bahamut phase, and I like that. That's really good, because in my opinion, Ifrit feels really falling behind, so I think this is a really good change. It gives the Ifrit stance and Ifrit summoning a bit more impact now. Alright, so PvP, the target party, yeah, okay, I guess the same thing to Dragon Side is being applied to PvP Dragoon skills as well, which might actually be more than it is on the PvE side, because, yeah, movement being a thing there, and you constantly hopping from this direction to this direction, from this spot to this spot, so yeah, that's really good thing. Okay, but yeah, job change overall, I like that. That's also everything here in the right direction, and we have to see how that turns out, and I guess that's basically the plan of Square Enix by themselves. They would push it and then adjust that later with very slight and minor adjustments to the jobs that are still lacking and falling behind. Yeah, I like to see that, and hopefully this will make the balancing much more even. This is kinda a bit imbalanced. I think that's the nature of all the first Savage tiers or the first patches in each expansion. You can't measure the balancing, especially with new jobs like Reaper being a thing here. It's really hard for the developers to balance that properly, and I guess that can go into the right direction, and then the next patch will be able to fix this entirely. Maybe we have the best balancing, beating even the best patches of Shadowbringers. I'm really looking forward to that. So the Oceanian data center has been added and can now be selected from the data center menu via the title. So this affects, I think, Australia and some areas around this yeah, side of the world. Of course, there are also bonuses for New World, so if you want the double XP bonus until level 80. And yeah, on top of that, we are also talking about the game being available as sale. So yeah, we will see a lot of new players joining and enjoying the game that we already love. So I'm really hyped about that. There will be, of course, some videos coming out in the next couple of days. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope this is exactly what you wished for, and yeah, you have a great time now with any job you play and with any content you dive into. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep loving Final Fantasy.